Hi, good morning, right here. So walk through on what it's gonna be like for me this morning. Um, no more so much of a documentation, no more so much of me being isolated working, because that has been what it feels like, this past 3 to 4 months. Either I'm documenting something or I'm trying to code or fix something. And if you recall the beginning of this year, we had a plan this year. We had a plan that this year we're going to run like the firm the way a business should be run, in which I wouldn't be the person doing most of the things because these services are things people would really want to use, especially for instance the Okecbot. Like it's actually started as a dream, or should I just say play in the sense that I first had this course where I teach people how to automate things, right? So you set up your Node.js installed on the computer, you write your script, and then you can automate things. Most of the course were basically on how to have a website, which I would call a target. And so you kind of create a lot of scripts that would open up that website, click on export, which is buttons, and then you can now, there's another script which is on the phase 3 that later got deleted. You can use that script to generate the amount of browsers you want. So you can run a script and you give the script say 30. That 30 means 30 visits, right? 30 visits or 30 bots rather. Now what happens is that the moment you run that script, it will spawn about 30 browsers. So this was what it is to look like for me. I could go over and I'll use UK 60, um US 40, Finland 15, something like that. So after the location, which obviously will be using a proxy saver and a time zone, the whole setting was there. All these things were on the terminal. You put in the location, you put in the time zone, you put in the number of spans you want, all on all on the terminal. to the other camera. So I will make video tutorials, and I would on these video tutorials I will not put the specific puppeteer. You know, if you want to install with your terminal, this is how you do it. So on your terminal, where is that thing again? Okay, good. New terminal. Okay, so if I want to install puppeteer now, if I do npm, right, install puppeteer. Sometimes I always make mistake for this spelling. One T, not double T. npm install puppeteer. Okay, good. Now the way it is like this, if I try to install, it would install the latest version, like the latest version available to my machine, which means my hardware and the operating system I'm using. Now, what most people were doing then is that they will watch me work with Puppeteer at 24. Sorry, Puppeteer at maybe 1.2 then, or is it like 8 or 9 self? That time Puppeteer was not too very. I'm talking about 2021, 2022. So Puppeteer was just, it wasn't as very known as it is now, right? And it was always moving, like they were always making changes up and down. So this like Puppeteer, an older version of Puppeteer, maybe Puppeteer 8 or 9, I don't know. But I could make a tutorial now with Puppeteer 5, okay, let's say 7.5, right? On that video, I did npm install. I did not write the specific Puppeteer. So it will go and install npm 7.5. And now somebody watched the video 7 months, 4 months, 3 months in, and now we now have Puppeteer 9.5 or Puppeteer 10 or Puppeteer 11. And now virtually most of the controls, you know, this things get duplicated. If you go through my Instagram a few days ago, I was complaining about how Puppeteer changed from Puppeteer browser page. It used to be $sign and X to click on an expert, but now you do $2 and then I think I published something about that new change. I talked about it, that in fact that's why Okecbot now, if you're using the current version of Okecbot, it doesn't click on experts. Let me see if I can even find that project. I'm supposed to compile a new version of Okecbot for the users. This should be, let me go new window. Let's go to pop. What's that thing called again? Okecbot should be Okecbot desktop app. I've not worked on that thing for quite some time, Seth. Apart from the last time I did one update like that. Okecbot desktop app. Oh, let me just search for Okecbot here. I think it's Okecbot Pro. That's what it's called. Okecbot Pro. Okecbot Pro. That thing should be on my console. Am I using console or stuff? Okay, this is it. Okecbot Pro. Desktop Okecbot Pro. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. But, I've not updated it. If I run the code now, it will not click on something. You see it, but that here, I don't want to explain to the people who signed up for a course that the thing you show them on the video is no longer working. They're not developers now. So, back to the story I was saying before I came here. That code to click on something, that thing should be on the bot, inside bot. It should be on the human mod. Is it human? I think it's behavior. It should be behavior. Inside behavior. Behavior is what makes your browser behave like a human being. Action. It should be action. Inside action, there's something called click. A method called click. CLK. To click on something. Now you will see where. Okay, let me just search for what I'm looking for. Everything that is a $sign with an X is no longer what it is. Like this is what it is to be to click on an expert. If you want to click on an expert before, this is what you use. That's why I say $sign and X. But if you go use the latest Okecbot, go and install it and check. It doesn't click on an expert because I wasn't the one that compiled it. My junior dev, the one being an Intel, compiled it. But I take responsibility. I'm supposed to go through the code review and make sure he, before he compiles and push to the production to the public, I'm supposed to go through the code. But then I didn't go through it. I was busy, so I just allowed it to go. But even at then, I wouldn't have known because in between we downloaded the latest version of Puppeteer just be on the latest version. So we did not read the documentation to check the changes that had happened. So then we just added this one and we shipped it, only for customers to start shouting that it doesn't click on expert. This is not what they signed up for. They paid for something that clicks. So see what works now. The latest version, this is what works. If I'm going to change it, I'll put another dollar sign. I'll put another dollar sign here. It's $2 sign. Sorry. Then here I'll now do okay, yes, I remember that it's like this. This one is called expert. Now do a forward. Um oh man. Let me go and check the documentation from my rain apps features. So this is rain apps. In fact, you see it, this rain apps too. I had to update that thing because my bot were not able to click on an expert. So you see these things actually change way too fast. Let me quickly fix that one here first. Did I add it on my documentation? I've not written a proper commit in some time. But let me go to this specific folder, go to feature tools. Inside here, if I check on my commit, I'll check my commits now. So you see when I set it on my commits. Because I like tagging my commits very, very well. So I can know specifically what I did. Away, Control F, dollar sign, XX. Dollar sign, not XX, dollar sign. Okay, so this is the code over here. Okay, see, this is the new format now. You see, Greek, Greek, what is it called again? Greek accent or Greek quotation, expert, then forward. Dot, yeah, I was actually on the right path, but I wanted to just confirm because there are like two experts over here. Okay, so this one now, then a forward, and the dollar sign, and experts. So this is it now. So if I update this in everywhere and I compile a new version, people are saying, "Oh, the thing doesn't click on expert." It start clicking on an expert. So the major reason I'm showing you this is because let me go to my previous commits and show you what I wanted to show you. So if I go to git log to enter one line and one line. Okay, so I'm now showing you all my logs. So this is the commit ID and then this is the test over here. So I want to see where it says the expert clicking. Okay, see it here. Scripts updated along my hand. Script updated along with the expert needed to make them work. There's another place and I said expert has fixed or changed. Updated sporty bet features. Okay, not this one. Update bet power vixens. I just fixed bet power. Some of the experts don't engage. Updated bet power. Major fix on. I should talk about that expert thing on the. Okay, I forgot to mention to add the results to pack and it's affected bet power. Not this one. Okay, updated the bet power result script to work with the recent experts. Nothing has closed my terminal with the recent expert changes or something like that. So the previous expert doesn't work again. That thing doesn't work again. So then if I make a tutorial, I'll teach, like I'll make a course now. I'll be teaching something that will work perfectly fine as of when I'm making it. Few days later, it doesn't work again. And when it doesn't work again, when people buy this course, now even the ones that don't have sense with, I'm so sorry. I don't have to be rude. Please, I apologize. I take back my word. No matter what somebody does, you don't insult people. But these people come online and tell me that I'm not a good developer, that I don't know what I'm coding. In fact, my code is filled with bugs, that they bought the course and the course was running into errors. It's not their fault because I was not available most of the times. So most of the times I'm either, checking my own board, following up my system. I thought I had already done this course and did it, and thing was working when I finished the whole course. I created a product from start to finish. Anybody who goes through the episode can actually do this themselves. So sometimes when I get all those bug issues, people are going through bugs. There's a number of people I can attend to because this course was a bestseller. People were buying like crazy. Like I'm not joking. People were buying this course like back to back. So lots of people bought it. So I'll be having different bug issues. I can only hop into a number of Google meetings, and that's not what I signed up for. I signed up for that I'm going to do the video and keep it. Everybody should do it. Don't want me disturbing me. But now I've not seen somebody come in and pay for the course and say, "Oh, it doesn't work. Refund my money. You scammed me. You're a fraud. You're a scam. Like this doesn't work. Like the browser doesn't pop up. The Chrome is not popping up. So you said on your own video the thing was pop up. All this time I'm going to drag you. I'm going to expose you. Going to expose me how? Like I don't know how to work with most people because maybe they just bought the whole course because they want to learn how to automate things that would open their website, give them AdSense revenue. So it's understandable, right? I understand that this was what brought them in to start with. But then, I mean, any little issue they have, refund, quarrel, you know, and I notice that because I'm not available most of the times. So I said, okay, you know what? This case is already going on the internet a whole lot. Like if you head over to the internet right now and you try to search for the course review, most people at the beginning will tell you, oh, they didn't give them any course. It's a lie. Some they gave them the course, they were not understanding it. So they just wanted to start playing the victim. The most of them bought the course, but they couldn't do it. They didn't know it was that complex. Right. But then I had this no refund policy because me, I'm like, I've given you my videos. It's on your computer, you've downloaded it. If I refund your money now, tomorrow somebody can say, let me see this course, let me take a look at it. Oh, I understand it. Oh, you don't understand it. Oh, I do. I'm a developer, so I understand. What he's trying to say is this is, oh, I can fix it. My intellectual property is gone and it's gone. That person has aimed it. Will you ever call me and say, oh, somebody who had a look at it said, they can do it. So even if you refunded me, I want to give you back again because it's who will do that? Right. So on the safe side, I wrote a no refund. If I've given you these videos, you watch this content, and you can do this yourself, then I'm not refunding you. Like I can't refund you. And it's there. I made sure it was attached. I made sure they saw it. So I'll be like, no, I cannot refund you. The best I can do is to maybe see how I can help you. So someone will be like, no, no, I'm tired. I mean, the thing is stressing me. The thing is after my life. I've not done this kind of thing before, and I don't know how to actually go from there. So that's when I got into the partnership. Big mistake. So on the partnership, I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to be giving people traffic. So I'll just get to use the bot and I'll be driving traffic. So while I'm actually doing my own simulations to my own sites, I also do simulations to other people. And this felt like it was scalable till I now discovered how long do I want to be managing lots of servers and be typing different terminals. And then I still get to check sometimes the processes will be down, the machine will be clogged, I will still have to short, restart server. I didn't have anybody I had already taught. If I had known, I would have invested so much in people, right, on time because I can't be managing lots of servers. But then I was taking contracts, and now people would come in and pay for this. I didn't even have a team that can even manage anything. Like I didn't have a team at all. So at the time minutes, when I thought I would be taking people, more people started saying, okay, no, what, since it did not work, give us the traffic, and more people started coming in. My hands were not getting filled up. So I rushed to open up a hub. I tried to do something where I could have other techies support me so we're driving this traffic where we also build up upon so many other product I've always wanted to build. I couldn't build anymore again because it now feels like the whole automation thing was becoming a career. Like lots of people now, both the ones who bought courses, both the ones who want to learn, both the ones who want to partner, people with big websites, big YouTube channels that if I can be, delivering on the promises of giving all these people earnings monthly, then I'm having a very huge cut. Like the amount of commission I get from everybody who comes with their own AdSense account, it's tremendous because I can buy a specific number of IP, have a specific number of, VPS, and instead of earning everything on my own accounts that could get me detected, I could spread those same browsers and their fingerprints to other people's, websites and channels, meaning I get to make more money. So because of this, all the project I wanted to do, I wanted to build on, I had to put it on a pause. So then this was when I started trying to recruit people to do it. So they should be the one to build up on this website where I get to focus on delivering traffic. But then it was not scalable. It was not scalable because now I don't really have anybody who's actually doing the main parts, right? So it was too complex. I didn't even really know what I was getting into, but I'm only happy looking back at it. You feel like I would have been able to do better, but the thing with life is sometimes you don't connect the dots when you're one place. You have to like start moving Just like when you play video games, right? So there's some time you'll be approaching something that looks like a mountain. That is when everything starts clearing, start seeing all the graphics render. So I feel sometimes I'm hard on myself to say maybe I would have done a bit more research before actually going into this, right? Because instead of giving myself that, putting myself in that position I was always having, being stressed out and all that, maybe I would have made some research. But still, as well, the thing is, I don't know. I feel if I had not actually started the way I started, probably I would have not even known. Okay, back to present day reality. Um, the Okecbot has gone through lots of stages. We finished it up. People can now download it from the website. So it now feels like it's beautiful, and it now feels like okay, I now have like a purpose as of to know what I'm doing, right? But the last 4 months has been me writing documentation here and there, me trying to fix something on the code here and there. So from this Monday, I'm not gonna be doing any of that again. No, I'm going to be doing two major things: supervision and communication. So I'm going to be supervising what other people would be doing, and I'm going to be the strong link for communication, where I get to communicate with everybody I need to communicate with. Because I think that's the biggest troubles I'm really having now. People complain all the time, oh, you don't reply your messages. Ah, God, it feels so bad. It feels so bad because I had a point where I had people who could reply messages. But then, for whatever reason, they went to rogue because I was not focusing on what they were doing. They had everything to themselves. And this business, we receive money through crypto because of the nature of it. So I've had employees who would go there and start giving customers their own crypto wallets, and so many things that really went bad. So I just couldn't share, the company communication lines with anybody again. Except when I know I have some strong contracts, because when my employees went through, I couldn't come after them. I didn't have a strong contract. I didn't have strong system. I didn't have proper surveillance. I didn't have guidelines. I didn't have policies. Come in. I didn't have a whole lot of things. Hold on. Come in, oh. I didn't have a whole lot of things that were needed to put things in order. And so now, because of this, I mean, obviously, and I said I must learn how to document everything. So this is why you've been seeing me talk about documentation, planning system, writing policies, getting law chamber. Is because what really felt like a joke, what felt like, okay, you know what, we've made this course, okay, now the cost is a problem. Now it's harder to maintain on the terminal. I'm shortage of people who could actually go through this. You know what, let me create a simpler version with a GUI that people just have to use the user interface. They don't have to go through the terminal, they don't have to install Node.js, they don't have to took any code. They just put in what they want, and there are lots of settings to set it the way they would want it to get their aim, which is maybe generating pages and impression, and then they just get to pay for the service and keep paying like a recurring service. And then it felt like, okay, you know what, that is the next line of action, which spoiled the partnership, which made it look like I was not available, because it's a whole different process. It feels like if you had asked me, I told you I would have needed 1 week to plan the whole thing, but it took more than 6 months. So what was I doing within that 6 months? I was learning things I never learned, like things I never knew I needed to learn, like things like, you know, organization structure. It's so funny that I don't really want to admit I don't know most of this. Sometimes there's some things that you feel should be common sense that you shouldn't, ever say you didn't know it. Like how go talks, I don't know this kind of thing. But I'm being honest with you. There are things that I needed to learn in order for me to own and run a tech startup or a tech company, not even startup, like a full-fledged tech company that I did not know. It's not about writing the code. The code is not the big deal. It's not about writing the code. It's not about modeling your system. It's bigger than that. And I'm happy. I'm happy that I've learned these things. I'm happy that I can say it was a beautiful journey so far. Even if I still feel it took a whole lot, but it's still something we can always fix back. Like everybody who had issues with the products, I'm reaching out to them. I would make sure they get what they paid for and even more. Right, as long as these people get the best out of the service, they would always keep coming back. Now, the only problem I think I have sometimes is when you reach back to most of these customers and you try to, you know, talk to them, they already have a different perception. They feel maybe the period I wasn't available, probably they have been scammed, or probably the whole thing is not real, or maybe because sometimes they reach out to me and I'm not available. I put my phone on DND most of the time, go on airplane, and I couldn't trust anybody to be part of the message. So before you send a message, somebody will reply you, but now nobody's even replying you. So I think that one could be one of the major factors. And two, some people are making it while some are not. Like most people who use the bot, they make results from it. So the ones who don't really know how to use the bot, they don't know how to reach out to those ones to teach them. So since I'm their only point of contact or communication, and I'm not actually providing any information and they've paid for this, I think it gives them some resentment that they paid for something that didn't give them. So didn't give them any results. So now those ones, if I reach out to them, sometimes you reach out to them and it feels like they're so upset with you, right? And I kind of still want to clear out that, that misconception from their mind. Like, if from the last 4 to 5 months, if I've not given you any proper response, I'm sorry, but it was a necessity to be able to learn these things I learned. But we are back here. We're back fully. If you have any issues, we're back fully. I am back fully. I am more of communicating with you right now and supervising that whatever you want to achieve through me, you get achieve it. But if I can beg the public to just deal away with that bad blood, and let's come back, because this time around I want to come back giving you everything you need to learn about automation. Okecbot is beyond web automation and making money from AdSense or Astera. I want to actually teach you how to this modern day world now. Automation is everything. Oh. If you really know how to automate things, you have saved yourself. Let me also tell you why I've not employed human beings. I use the word human beings is because I want to automate the WhatsApp in a way that an LLM, which is an AI model, will handle everything to be agentic. If you make payments, you send it to check your screenshot, check on the blockchain, verify the hash. Okay, you've paid, it verifies you, it activates you. If you ask it questions, I don't know how to do this on Okecbot, it will give you a response. Like, I will feed it with all my tutorials and all the link. So anyone you're asking for, it just knows a video to recommend to you. A human being will find it difficult to do that, but an AI agent system can do it. So I think this is also why I've not employed a human being for long. So what I'm trying to say now is that my videos now will be more of end-to-end automation, a whole lot of crazy things on automation. But if you could please know anybody who knows anybody who have had like a bad experience, come. Let's make it up to you. It was difficult to head back to fix this, and I am back. So I'm back to give you the best service. I'm back to teach you everything you need to know about automation. But please keep up the bad blood somewhere, because I reach out to most people sometimes, and it feels like I hear things like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna do." Oh my God, you're gonna do it? Who? Like, how do I really explain that this is not what you're thinking it is? But I guess I would start interviewing testimonials again. So while we're proceeding, there will be lots of people who would make lots of returns from this, lots of people who would earn lots of money from this, who their life is going to change from the automation. I'm going to be featuring them here on the channel, so you can hear from them, so you can see from the story, and then maybe that will bring those who has already lost hope, back. But if there's anything I'm promising you, it's the fact right now that we're going to be giving you a whole of best and reliable service, because I will no longer be doing the work anymore, but I'll be supervising and communicating. So this is Monday morning, 23rd of June 2025. This is an OKX CEO.